Hey guys, Crystal5 here with episode number 61 of our West Brom career mode on FIFA 20, kicking it off at the San Siro, taking on Inter Milan in the first knockout round in the Champions League, and it should be a very exciting one. Now this episode is going to have 5 games, and they're all going to be goals only highlights, I do believe. I think it's 5 games, it might be 4, but 9 minutes in. Vinicius Jr. with the initial chance here. Lays it across to Havertz, turns quite nicely, shoots, blocks, falls back to falls back to Vinicius Jr. who volleys it off the ground. It bounces over the keeper. Really nice finish. I don't know if he meant it. Did he mean to do that? But it was a nice finish. Fooled the keeper. But 17 minutes in, you can see here, Diallo goes down with an injury. He's got a fractured shoulder, I believe it was. He'll be out for 8 weeks with that injury, so it's absolutely fine. We've got Tomori to come in as replacement. Tomori has 90 pace, so there's no breaking through our back line and outpacing them. We will catch you. But Tonali plays the ball to Reece James, back to Tonali, back in his home country. But to Vinicius Jr. out on the left, plays it off to Ferland Mendy, travelling down this left-hand side. He's going to cut back inside quite nicely, actually. Gets away from his man, drills it across to Dave Scott. Dave Scott takes a touch, strikes it. It's a brilliant goal, one of the best goals we've scored all season from Dave Scott. Obviously playing in the deeper position this season, and he just whips one across to the back post. In off the post though. Maybe if it didn't go off the post it would be a bit better, but it's alright. Dave Scott steps up for goal number 2 here. 54 minutes in on the penalty. Timo Horn doesn't even dive. Exact same corner, just a little bit closer. This time it's 12 yards, not, what was that, 24 yards out? So it's about half the distance. But 69 minutes in, we're 3-0 up. We've got 3 away goals. We're cruising here in Italy. And it's just, there's probably no catching us. We will be going through to the next round against who you'll find out in the next episode. But we move forward as Zagadou plays the ball to Tonali. We want more goals. Dave Scott wants his hat-trick. Marlon plays the ball to Dave Scott. He's playing out on the right-hand side. We played the ball through to Aubameyang. Let's get the better of the defence. Turns really nicely. Back to Marlon. Marlon back through to Aubameyang. One-on-one with the keeper. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scores his first goal in a West Brom shirt. 73 minutes in. Does the front flip? What is it? I can't even think of the word. I can't think of the word. But with 4 minutes left, Dave Scott down this right-hand side. Looks to get the better of Pavard. Does so. Pavard doesn't even bother. They're 4-0 down. May as well just let him have the hat-trick. As he cuts inside, he's cut back outside. Shoots it. Quite nicely actually, and with 2 minutes left in the game he gets his 3rd goal. He will be bringing home the match ball from this game, a very important game, because obviously this time last year in the Champions League we would have played Real Madrid. But you can see here he dislocated his shoulder. 8 weeks Diallo will be out for. That's more game time for Tomori, which he has been asking for this season, so it's absolutely fine really. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise that it will keep Tomori here for a bit longer. But we go to the team that beat us at the Hawthorns earlier this season in Tottenham, but Chukwueze can't get away the ball. Eriksen back to Harry Kane. Nice little bit of play between them two. Eriksen dinks one across. We headed away only as far as Dele Alli, and the man that caused us to lose in the previous time we played them puts us 1-0 down. He does his challenge celebration, whatever, where he looks through the thing in his hand, and it's 1-0 to Spurs. Not the greatest of results. You can see it took to 9 minutes left in the 81st minute for us to get a reply. As Vinicius Jr. plays the ball to Marlon, back heels it to Havertz. Lovely little bit of play there. Marlon knew that Havertz was making the run in behind, played it through. Zagadou wins the header from Lafont's cross, and it's played up to Aubameyang. The former Arsenal man definitely wants to get a goal in this game. Can't quite get away from Dele Alli, but Vinicius Jr. threads one through to Marlon. Somehow he sneaks through the back 2 defenders there and dinks one over the top of Lafont as he makes it 2-1. And from being 1-0 down to the last 10 minutes, we go and get 2 goals to actually seal the victory in this game. It is a brilliant performance by the lads. And we pick up all 3 points in a game, or it looked like we were going to get none. And you can see here the joy that victory caused, especially for Aubameyang. As I said, the former Arsenal man definitely wants to beat Spurs. Tonali, Reece James, they know we're getting closer and closer and closer to winning the league. Brilliant to see. As we go into the pre-match press conference, we talk about the defence and obviously if we can survive without Diallo, but without Diallo, I've Reece James at centre-back, Mendy at right-back and Jamal Lewis at left-back, or Mendy, Zagadou, Tomori, Reece James. So we've got a plethora of options to play in our back four, really, because Reece James is a decent centre-back. Not the best, he's 85 rated, so he can play right-back, he can play centre-back, but we kick off the game against Stoke here, with Collins playing the ball right to Romero. It's an open net for Romero to tuck it into. That's not the first time that's happened this season, and it's definitely not the last. Playing it help from the back, it's very difficult on this year's game. And they do go 1-0 up. Maybe they over-celebrate from a goal we've gifted them. As you can see here, we play it right into the path of Romero, and he just slots it home. Silly goal to concede. We should be doing much, much better than that. He didn't even try and dink it or dribble it into the net. He just thought, fuck it, I'll shoot. Bit annoying, but we go 1-0 down to Stoke and we look to work our way back into this game as right from kickoff, Marlon, he's going to play the ball to Havertz. Havertz is going to dribble around, finds Chukwueze. Lovely bit of dribbling past Paulinho. Cuts past Aguilera there, out wide. Cuts back inside with a nice little Berber spin. Looks to get the better of the defender, does so on his left foot. It's similar to that goal he scored against Newcastle on his debut. And it's 1-1 right back into this game after a silly mistake from us. Chukwueze's like, don't worry guys, I've got this. And he goes and scores a terrific goal there. You can see here they actually worked their way up from the back, and it actually worked this time. As Chukwueze, the goal scorer, looks to get the better of this right hand side, does so really nicely. Two men to aim at in the middle. Goes to Tonali. Shot saved. Blocked. Falls to Marlon. Strikes it home. 39 minutes in. We're in front for the first time this game. It's a deserved lead. Marlon, Tonali was unfortunate not to score that. It was a really nice save by the keeper. But it did fall to Marlon, who secured the goal and made it 2-1. We're going to look to add to that as Woods looks to charge forward here. He plays the ball to Vokes. Vokes back to Woods. Back to Paulinho, up to Vokes. And right from their kickoff at half-time, they score and they make it 2-2. So we've scored from kickoff, they've scored from kickoff. It's like a game of foot champs. But it is 2-2. 66 minutes into the game. Vinicius Jr. out on this left-hand side. Looks to get the better of the defence as he cuts past them with a nice little chop. Gets tripped in the box. And it's going to be a penalty given away by the captain for Stoke on the night, Imbula, the Frenchman. And Dave Scott, after scoring in Inter, he's got to go against Paulo Gazzaniga. He's going to go for the same side. Keeper goes the wrong way this time. 68 minutes in. Dave Scott continues his fine goal scoring form from the penalty spot as he makes it 3-2 on the night. And that is actually going to be how the game ends as a 3-2 victory. 3 goals, 3 points. Bit shaky in defence. Again, one goal was completely avoidable in the one that we passed to their back, or to their striker, sorry. So that one was completely avoidable. Should have been 3-1. Should have been 3-0 actually. We should have kept a clean sheet in that game. But we go into the game against West Ham here. Tonali wins the knockdown and he plays it up to Alvarez. Alvarez first time to Marlon. Turns, plays to Vinicius Jr. Turns his man brilliantly. Unfortunate not to score the first shot, but he does tuck home the rebound to make it 1-0 away from home at the London Stadium. Very nice turn by Vinicius Jr. there. And he was unfortunate he couldn't score the first shot to make it just that little bit more crisp. But that is going to be it. 1-0. 20 minutes into the game though, Lorona out on this, their right hand side, our left hand side. They play it right into the Dave Scott, who can start a counter attack as he plays the ball to Havertz. Havertz throws one through to Marlon. He's got the pace over any defender in the league. We've told you many times. And he's got a lovely little finish on him as well. 2-0. Doubles our lead. Whipping up that pasta sauce. And you are loving it. 2-0 though, doubles our lead. Ajeti from the corner, can't quite get it nowhere near on target really. Doesn't even make it to the goal, but Vinicius Jr. plays the ball to Marlon. Holds it up, ready for Tonali to charge through this back line. And once again, just play it back to Marlon. He's got the speed, he's got the finesse as he just dinks it over the top of the keeper, Fabianski. Go back to fucking sitting on the bench at Arsenal, mate, because you're no good in goal for West Ham. At 76 minutes into the game, Tonali lays the ball to Dave Scott. Dave Scott to Havertz. Havertz up to Marlon. Gets the better of Sane. Cuts back inside and lays it out to Alvarez. Alvarez looking to get the better of the defender here. Plays it back to Marlon. Turns, looking for this hat-trick. Can't quite find any space. But he actually really nicely plays it through there. Back to Havertz. First shot blocked. Dave Scott is there. And that's another goal for Dave Scott, continuing his fine goal-scoring form against Inter, against Stoke in the previous game, and now against West Ham. He's loving life, really. He's probably the best. Well, his career's only been 3 seasons long, but this is probably the best run of form he's had in these 3 years. But we do win the game 4-0. We keep the clean sheet as we go into the final game of the episode, where we'll take on Inter in the second leg at the Hawthorns. We're pretty much already through in this tie. We're 5-0 up and they're all away goals. But, you know, we'll entertain them. We'll try and score some more goals in this one as Dave Scott plays the ball to Aubameyang. You can see we're playing a rotated side as Dave Scott looks to win the ball. Harper goes out wide to Roca. Roca wins the ball off of him nicely, and he's got a man down the wing he could play the ball to, but he decides to go him alone as he's got 2 options in the middle, Chukwueze and Aubameyang to aim at. But he's still holding off Roca brilliantly. Plays the ball to Aubameyang. Aubameyang threads one through to Chukwueze on his stronger left foot. Tucks it past Timo Horn. 12 minutes into the game, it's 1-0 and 6-0 on aggregate. You know, we're just that good. We are that good. We're a proper Champions League competing team. As Zhao tries to play the ball to Zagadou, plays it straight to Joelinton. And I said that's not going to be the last time we played the ball out from the back and it failed. Joelinton punishes us for playing it short. Zhao, the Chinese goalkeeper on his debut in the Champions League, gives away a very sloppy goal. But Dave Scott, if he's got anything to say about it, we're going to get right back in front in the game. As Chukwueze threads one through. Aubameyang once again lays it off to Chukwueze, who just threads one into that. Well, he finesses it past the keeper. Doubling our lead, doubling his goal tally. 7-1 on aggregate. If we can get 10 goals overall, that would be brilliant. But 65 minutes into the game, Unal Tenori actually gets the ball before him, but we're struggling there. No real options to pass to. Forced to Zagadou. Zagadou's going to play it up to Gallardo. Gallardo to Dave Scott, who's playing at Cam. To Harper. Harper out wide to Aubameyang. Going to use his pace that he's not got anymore. Chukwueze, though, looking for the hat-trick. Drills one across to the back post. Alvarez is there. Alvarez just smashes one home. Makes it 8-1 on aggregate. 3-1 on the night. Take a bow. The power behind that, to get the accuracy with that much power, is brilliant to see. With 20 minutes left in the game, Mendes can't get the better of Jamal Lewis. Mendes, Unal, Mendes, options in the middle to pass to if he can find one. Xhaka, Granit Xhaka, the former Arsenal man, on his left foot, was unmarked in the box. Poor defending there by us. 3-2. That's going to be it for the night, really. 8-2 on aggregate. We're through to the next round. 3-2 on the night. We still get the victory. But that's going to be it for the episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace. See ya.